Good morning. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. That's Psalm 118:24. Today is Saturday, March 20th. 2 weeks before the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus, most of the people around and in Jerusalem went about their business as usual. They were preparing for the large crowds for Passover, but they were used to this. They didn't see how God was working and how the most significant event in human history would soon happen right in front of them. I believe God is blessed by our blue-collar approach to life and ministry. We go about our lives doing the next thing and being a blessing when we can. But He also calls us to prepare and look forward to those special times and seasons. Don't get trapped in the normal and the mundane and miss the special. Today we're going to read part of the story leading up to the crucifixion, John 18, verses 1 through 9. When Jesus had spoken these words, He went out with His disciples over the brook Kidron, where there was a garden, which He and His disciples entered. And Judas, who betrayed Him, also knew the place, for Jesus often met there with His disciples. Then Judas, having received a detachment of troops and officers from the chief priests and Pharisees, came there with lanterns, torches, and weapons. Jesus, therefore, knowing all things that would come upon Him, went forward and said to them, "Whom are you seeking?" They answered Him, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus said to them, "I am He." And Judas, who betrayed Him, also stood with them. Now when He said to them, "I am He," they drew back and fell upon the ground. Then He asked them again, "Whom are you seeking?" And they said, "Jesus of Nazareth." Jesus answered, "I have told you that I am He. Therefore, if you seek Me, let these go their way, that the saying might be fulfilled which He spoke, of those whom you gave Me, I have lost none." Well, let's look at some application. John does not discuss the time of prayer Jesus had with His Father before His arrest. This was not an easy time for Him. He asked if this cup would pass, but He knew what He must do. Even His closest disciples and friends slept while He prayed. It seemed He was all alone. Secondly, Judas brought a detachment of troops to arrest Jesus. Jesus willingly offered Himself for arrest, for He knew His hour had come. And thirdly, Jesus was always concerned for His followers. He loved them and didn't want them to be caught up in His torture and His death. God cares for us. And ultimately, we can know that no matter what, Jesus has never lost one of those who is saved. Well, today is Saturday, March 20th. Love God, love people, love never fails.